Hey everybody, hope you all are doing all right. So there was a passage from Timothy that somebody posted online that I want to talk about. And this is something, the Bible. So you all see me reading from the Bible, the good book, and there is a lot of life-saving, life-improving information in the good book. That's why it's called the good book. Bible, basic instructions before leaving the earth. So yeah, it can do that. However, it's in my opinion that it has been, so I've said this, it was my theory on the word of Jesus Christ is that it's been manipulated, it's been contrived, it's actually been used against humanity as a way to keep us from gaining our own natural fucking unique powers. And they've done this in a very clever way, and I'm not going to go into it super detail right now. But just with passages like Timothy, like first of all, this is context. These things, a lot of these things happened thousands of years ago, or things are completely different. But in regards to Timothy, there was one of the, I think First Timothy something. It was in regards to how you're not supposed to correct older men, and it's like, I think I don't know why, but like back then things were different, and it was probably more like older men just kind of knew what was. I feel like there was more of a general consensus of collective wisdom, and like your elders, like because to get to an older age back then, you had to be like fucking super, like Superman almost. Like the life expectancy was, even though people were more fit and stronger and able to connect with the land and stuff, they still died a lot earlier than they do now. Well, maybe, you never know, man, because there's a lot of talks about the Bible, people living older, so that might not be true. So this is why it's hard to know what the fuck to say. But if like something, if my spidey senses pick up on it, because we're supposed to expose evil, right? So it's like this is where you have to be careful, because like if you were to follow Timothy, then technically, you shouldn't even correct an older person if they're doing evil, right? Because if somebody's doing evil, then that's something that needs to be exposed, and you should, speak about correcting their ways. But, if we were to follow First Timothy, it says not to correct old men. So this is where certain passages, like, just I don't know if they were contrived on purpose or if it's just a changing of the time or the translation, but if they're not serving love as well as they could, then I'm not going to listen to them. Like that's my main guide is love. Like even though the Bible is the Bible, and I believe parts of it are completely true and good, I do think some parts have been lost in translation and contrived for profit, for evil means. That's my personal opinion. A lot of people aren't going to believe that, but that's how I feel. So like certain passages that don't, like there's another one about don't get involved in government. But again, the same type of contradiction happens. It's like, well, what happens when your government becomes evil? Like, and it said that we're supposed to expose evil. So this is where things get fucked up, okay? And again, that those words, those messages were for a different time. I don't even know that could be the reason. It could also have been because they've just been completely contrived to get people from looking into the evilness in government, so the government continue to be evil and hold people as slaves and continue to lie to them. Could be like I could totally see an evil person manipulating the Bible for those means. And as long as they got people not thinking that they shouldn't be looking into the government and correcting older men, then these evil older men could continue to do more evil. So like I don't think Jesus would be supportive of that. I don't think love would be supportive of that. And I could be wrong, but that's how I feel, and I'm going to stick to it. So all right, I love you guys. I'll take care. Bye.